Hey guys, it's the guy who lies here, and I want to start out by saying I'm sorry for taking that week off. I didn't really mean to do that, but work kind of caught up with me and I didn't have any content made. So it's one of those things, it just kind of happened. I hope it doesn't happen again, but that being said, I'm back now. I'm still doing Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and I'm going to be dropping more videos more frequently now that I have some made. Today's video, though, is going to be we're going to be doing a video on a new perk that was added to Firebase Z, and it's Tombstone. And I like to call it, is it Tombstone? Is it good or bad? Is it overpowered or overrated? Or is it chat or cringe? Call it what you want. But let's get into it without further ado. Now, Tombstone was originally added in Black Ops 2 Zombies on the map Transit. And it was only on that map, so that's why a lot of people kind of forget about it. Oh, but I play Transit all the time. I never see it. Well, that's because you're probably playing solo. And it wasn't in solo. It didn't have a purpose in solo. It was only in co-op. And what that meant is a lot of people just said it was bad without using it. Personally, I do not like Tombstone in Black Ops 2, but I can see its use if you're a bad player. What Tombstone did, you would go down and you'd have a choice. You could just skip the bleed out cycle, skip any chance of being revived, and spawn in at the start of the next round. By doing this, there would be a tombstone-shaped drop that you would be able to pick up where you bled out, that had your perks, guns, everything. So it was kind of a win-lose situation. You would win because if you spawned in next round, then you would be good. You'd have all your perks and stuff back without having to buy them. It's a lose situation for your teammates because if you're in a 4-player game and you bleed out like that, you choose to die, then there's 3 players left facing 4 people's worth of zombies, and they could easily be overwhelmed. Like, especially if it's on town, which also had Tombstone, then they could just trip up in the fire and all that, and they could just die. And you would basically have bled out for nothing. So, with that being said, there was one thing in Black Ops 2 that I really liked about Tombstone. It was a perma-perk on the map Buried, and you can get it in solo. What it would entitle you to do, if you got enough perks, like I think it was 4 perks by round 5, then you would, every time you went down, you'd only lose your quick revive. You would keep the rest of your perks, and I like that. I really did like that. Now, there's another perk I'm going to mention here very shortly because it kind of relates to Cold War's Tombstone, and that is Who's Who. It was only in Die Rise, and basically what would happen if you went down, you'd be able to revive yourself with a starter pistol. Basically, you went down, you spawned in a little clone of yourself that you controlled and all that, and you'd only have the starter pistol and no perks and no better guns. So if you went down on around 20 and you spawned in with that, you're going to have to try to revive yourself, and it ain't really that easy. I tried it multiple times. And it gets a lot of hate, Who's Who, because if you're in solo, you can just get quick revive, and you wouldn't need Who's Who. It's redundant. It's also 2,000 points compared to quick revive 500 in solo, but I don't know. I'm not going to bash Who's Who too much. Now, Cold War Tombstone. It's a mix of both perks that I previously mentioned. What happens if you go down, you bleed out, you don't even have to choose to bleed out. You just bleed out, you spawn back in the next round. There's a tombstone that it appears where you bled out. Now, what you can do is you could spend points at that tombstone to get your stuff back. It's usually however many points you spawn in with. Happened to me like once or twice. And I don't know if it's a glitch or something, but I tried to buy my stuff back with the points, and it just took my points, didn't give me my stuff back. So I don't know if that's a glitch or an intentional feature. I don't know. But it was just a little weird to me. But that's only one part of the perk. The other part of the perk, you can opt to do Tombstone Shadow. And what that is it's basically like Who's Who. You spawn in, you got to revive yourself. But the thing is, you have your guns this time. Pack-a-punched, not pack-a-punched. However strong your guns were when you went down, you have those guns with you. So if you're good at training and you can juke your way around some zombies, then you can get yourself back up no problem. However, in doing so, you might lose your perks because of how long you take. You could lose your perks, which kind of defeats the point of the original Tombstone, but it's okay. This perk isn't the original Tombstone. It's a little bit different. You can use it in solo now, so I like it. But it's also bad in a couple ways too. But that's where we are right now. Is this perk chat or cringe? Good or bad, overrated or underrated? Well, here's the thing. There's benefits and there's not benefits to using this perk. The benefits, so self-revives in Cold War cost 250 rare scrap per self-revive. That is a lot of rare scrap that you could put towards, I don't know, upgrading your gun to a higher tier, buying score streaks, upgrading your armor to level 3, anything like that. So I'm not too fond in spending it on self-revives if I can get Tombstone with points that usually they just kind of sit in my bank after a certain level anyways, you know? Because you just keep getting all these points. Now, however, though, there is a bad thing about using Tombstone, because if that's your only option and you go down, then like you're dead. There's no second chance if you go down in your Tombstone Shadow. And also you could get to yourself last minute, revive yourself. Oh great, but now all my armor is broken most likely. I have no perks. All my ammo's been reimbursed to me that I use. That's pretty cool, but that's about it. I have to get everything else back. So, and another thing is the cost of the perk. You got to consider the cost of the perk, because in Cold War, the perks go up 500 points each perk you buy. 2,500 points for Quick Revive, 3,000 for Jug, 3,500 for Speed, and in any order, it just keeps doing that. So Tombstone could end up costing you 5,000 points, and it's just going to end up being a shot at getting yourself back up, as opposed to the self-revives guaranteed. So, here we are. Judgment. Good or bad? Well, that, my friends, is for you to decide for yourself if it's good or bad. In my opinion, I don't think it's good or bad. I just think it is a tactical choice. And what I mean by that, I usually run Tombstone and a self-revive, because if I go down at the end of a round, I'm just like screwing around trying to knife some zombies for a challenge or something. I get cocky, I go down. I'm not going to spend a self-revive to get myself back up. I would go into Tombstone Shadow and I'd revive myself. And there's only 2 zombies going around, so it's not going to be that hard to train around them and get myself back up. Worst case, I can kill them, no more will spawn in, and I'll just revive myself at the end of the round. Oh, but on the other side, if it's like the start of a round and I go down, there's like a horde, and it's like round 30 or something, yeah, I'm going to use a self-revive and get myself back up. So really, it's a tactical choice. That's my judgment. If you use it, that's on you. You don't use it, that's also on you. It's your choice. Everyone has their own different strategies for zombies. That's what makes it zombies. Thank you guys for tuning in today. That was a video. It's my judgment. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe for more content. I will try to be more active in the comment section of my videos. I'll try to listen to you. Reach out to me if you want. I'm on Twitter at TheGuyWhoLiesYT. And yeah, until next time, guys. Peace out.